We're starting off lying down. If you have a bolster, we'll use the bolster under the back. If you don't, we'll just lie on the floor. You might want a cushion for under your head and maybe a cushion for under each leg, because we're going to come into baddha konasana. So feet together, knees apart, and I'm just bringing in a little cushion under each leg for a little bit of support. Still want a bit of a hip opener here all the same. If you're using the bolster, have it right up against your back, have it nestle into the back of your waist. As you lie back over it, prop the head a little bit. And then arms wide, resting on the earth. How nice. So without the bolster, it's the exact same thing. Just lying on the earth, feet together, knees apart, let the arms go wide. Make sure that the neck and the head are supported enough, because if they're not, you'll feel a bit of a pull forwards on your shoulders. So you want to be able to really let the shoulders drop back and down. Now bring the focus down into the area around the pelvis, the lower belly, the hip joints. Circulate the breath here. Letting your body drop into these supports. Go inside and notice how you feel. We're just going to take one or two more breaths here. Notice the mood as well as the physical sensations in the body. Notice if your mind is very busy or how you feel in yourself today. Take one more breath. Now, let the knees come up. And you stretch the legs out one by one long down the mat ahead of you. Let's take a big stretch, arms overhead. Breathe in. As we breathe out, lift up. Hands up, head up, roll your way up to sitting. Breathe in and lift to the sky. Now breathe out, a gentle forward bend. So you can bend your knees here if you like, round the body forwards. And bring the focus down inside again to that lower belly. Breathing into the lower abdomen. Feel the release forwards from the tilt of your pelvis. As we settle here for one or two more breaths, feel the full 3-phase breath. And with the exhalation, the sense of letting go, drop the shoulders, drop the head. One more breath now, fully present. On the next inhale, let's come up. Really interesting to notice what you're holding on to. And then we're going to move some of these props out of the way so that we can come into Mermaid. So sit onto your right hip and swing your legs to the left for Mermaid. Bring your right hand to the ground behind you and your left hand to your right knee. Breathe in now. 3-phase breath through the front of your body. Feel the extension. And as you breathe out, twist to look over that right shoulder. So let's stay with this. Take another breath. And then keeping everything the same, just twist around the other way. Make a little space for yourself there. Move the bolster if you need to. And we'll lift the right hand here if you can. So if this feels good, go that bit deeper by lifting the right hand towards the sky, a little side stretch. And then bring it back around to the first side. Now here's an option. We can put our hand on the ground behind us and reach the left arm overhead. Now you could stay right there or anchor down into that right hand. Lift the hips and breathe here. A little bit more like a back bend. Bring it on back down as you breathe out. Swing the legs forwards and around now to the other side. Sit into the left hip. Fold the legs back to the right, a right angle with the right leg, 45 degrees with the left. Bring the right hand to the ground behind. Sorry, left hand, right hand to your left knee. You're turning left. Now feel again that big breath through the front of the body. Now as you breathe out, wind even the neck and the head into that twist. Release now around to twist the other way. You can stay there with both hands down, or would it feel good to lift the left hand? And then come on back around. Put the left hand on the ground behind you. Right hand comes to the sky. This is enough if you want to stay here, or root down through the hand and lower legs. Lift the hips. Breathe. Take one more big breath in. As you're ready, exhale, sit down. Good. Bring the legs around in front. Now we're going to clear the mat of all the props and we're going to come to hands and knees as you're ready. When you are ready, we'll start to move through cat and cow for a moment. To feel into this with your breath one more round. Now we're going to change it a little bit. So breathe in one more time into cow. And as you breathe out into cat, pull the hips back towards your heels. Drag your right hand with you with the palm facing up past your hip. Now lift the right hand up, come over forwards as you inhale, and then draw the arm back as you exhale. So you're doing this full circle with your right hand, up and over, moving the hips with it. Drag it on back. Let's do it one more time. Big inhale, up and over. Exhale. As the hips sit back, we'll change hands. Draw the left hand back. Open the shoulder. Last time. Feeling into that joint, that left shoulder, and bring it on back. Now as we come back, stretch the arms out ahead of you. Breathe in, come forwards through cat. Set up Anahatasana, give yourself a bit of space, and bow the heart. Let's take a breath here. Root through the hands, round the back, cat pose in the spine. Breathe out, get longer, lifting through the lower belly. Now forwards on your forearms into plank. So your plank could be on your knees. We're lifting the knees strong through the legs. Breathe. And you feel that strength in your core. Really engage through here. And then let the legs come down, point the toes back. Breathe in, upward puppy. Now breathe out, come right down, head to the earth, your hands straight out on the ground ahead of you. Bend your left leg, reach your left hand back to hold your foot. Now you could stay right here, or as you inhale, push the foot into the hand, let it go up a little bit. Maybe you want to lift your head as well. Maybe lifting the back leg, extending it. And then if it's not too much, try the right hand as well. Take another breath. And empty all of that out. Hands out ahead of you, legs out long. Bend the right leg, hold the foot. Stages here. Next stage, push the foot to the hand. Feel the shoulder draw back. Feel the head lift. Lengthen and lift the back leg if you want to go there. And finally, with an inhale, perhaps the left hand. Stay here. Take one more breath. And bring it all down. Bring the hands under your shoulders. Breathe in, coil up into cobra. Pause. Back into child's pose. Take a moment, a breath, extending long through the fingertips. And then bring the hands back in front of your knees. Turn your toes under. Let's come to a standing forward bend. Breathe in, hands to your shins. Look ahead. Lengthen the back of your legs. And then bow down, bend the knees. Soften and fold in. Drop your head, your shoulders, have a sway. Now stay with your breath and we'll begin to uncurl. Bend the knees a little more. Check in with yourself here now as you're breathing your way towards tadasana. Feel through the spine. Keep flowing, swaying, uncurling. Where are the knots? Where's the tension in your body? When you get there, in your time, line it all up. Breathe in, let that breath float the arms wide to the sky. Draw it down to the third eye, exhaling. Keep going to the heart center. Breathe in, we'll take the hands around behind, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders open. Now bend the knees a little bit, fold on in over the legs, lift the hands up off the back, bow your head, breathe. Lifting into the lower belly, sit bones rising. The breath will tell you the rest. End of your breath, let your hands go, let your fingertips come to the floor ahead of you. Breathe in, lift the heart, lift the head, take the feet wider, turn them out. Let's try out a squat, see how it feels, bend the knees. So lean in. We can take our hands into prayer at the heart, elbows wide inside each knee. Breathe. Easing into the hip joints, no pressure in the knees or ankles. And then walk it on out, downward dog. Just listen in, take a breath. Bring your feet together. Breathe in and lift the right leg up. Come up on your toes here. Now step the foot through, breathing out. Bring the back knee down. Put in a cushion underneath it there if you like. Get low to the earth. Point the toes back. Really sink the hips down. Now bring the hands onto the front leg. And we can bring the body back a little bit. Ooh, so you get that in the hip flexor. Is that okay? And then ease on in. How's it feel? Bring the left hand up. Now bend it back behind. You can hold your head. Here's where I thought the belt might be good. I'm going to grab a cushion for that knee. So we're going to let the right hand come around behind. We did this yesterday in our gomukasana position. You can be here or work those hands towards each other or drop the belt from the top hand to the bottom. And enjoy that shoulder opener. You can go deeper through the hips if it's not too much. Where's the breath though? Let's find that breath. At the end of your breath, let go. Let the hands go up to the sky, crescent moon. Inhale. Circle it on wide as you bring your hands down by your foot. We're going to shift back into half splits. So a couple of blocks for the hands if you like. Breathe in, look ahead. Now breathe out and bow over that leg, dropping the neck, the head. Come forwards, breathing in and shift your foot out a bit to the right. Bring your hand inside it. So both hands inside the foot. Go lower through your hips, maybe even down towards your forearms, maybe. So we're getting into this lizard pose. You can always try and lizard if it feels good. Rolling onto the little toe edge of the front foot, but that doesn't come through the ankle. That's deep in the hip. So you're trying to let that knee just kind of open out to the side a bit to ease out your hip. One more breath. So as you drop your upper body deeper, all we're asking really is that right hip to open. Let's come back up onto our hands and the foot. If you're on the edge of it, breathe in. Breathe out, take that leg back. We'll come to hands and knees. We're going to come to Anahatasana. So as we breathe in, set it up. And as we breathe out, offer the heart towards the earth. Forwards into plank on your forearms. Inhale, just the one inhale. Exhale, legs to the earth. Upward puppy. Breathe in. You could stay with upward puppy. Or breathe out, come down, bend both knees, reach the hands back, modified bow. Hovering here as you breathe in. Breathe out, hands under the shoulders, straighten the legs. Rise in cobra or upward dog, breathe in. Back into child's pose, breathe out. Forwards through cat, breathing in. Downward dog as you exhale. Now take the feet together. Breathe in and lift the left leg up. Step it through, exhale. So again, bring your knee down, grab that bit of cushioning if you need. Get low to the earth. Bring your hands to your front leg, letting the body come up and back a little. Breathe out. Right hand to the sky. Inhale, and again, stages here. We bend the arm, hold the back of the head. Let the left hand come around and onto the back behind, and you might just stay there, or you might grab your belt, or maybe here the hands easily join. Breathe. If you're using the belt, drop it down from the top hand, the bottom one will catch it. So there's a lot going on here. There's the space in the heart, there's action through the shoulders, and also easing out through the hips. Breathe into these sensations, let your body move within it. At the very end of your exhale, let go. Sweep the hands up to the sky, crescent moon. And then circle them back and around. We'll let them come to the earth. Counter pose here, half splits. Pull the hips back, straighten the front leg. Breathe in, looking a little bit ahead of you. Breathe out, bow down. Empty into that forward bend. One more breath. Let the inhale carry you forwards to that low lunge again. This time, shift the foot out to the left, your hand inside, lizard. A little sway, a little rise and fall, maybe an opening of that hip A knee out to the side. Breathe into what's showing up. And with your next inhale, hands to the earth, lift the heart again. As we exhale, we'll draw the leg back. I'm going to shift the cushion out of the way. Inhale, set up Anahatasana. Hands further ahead. Exhale, lengthen and bow. Come forwards, forearm plank. Inhale, feel the strength in your core, your legs. Legs to the earth. Exhale. Upward puppy. Inhale. And always stay here in upward puppy. Or as you exhale, come down. Bend the knees. This time, could you hold your ankles? And breathe into bow. I'm going to give it a little more time. Breathe out. So whether it's upward puppy or bow or modified bow, let it breathe. One more. And then release if you're holding. Straighten the legs if they're bent. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Breathe in, rising. Cobra or upward dog. Back to child's pose. Exhale. Rising now through cat. Inhale. Downward dog as we exhale. Breathe here. Drop on down to your knees. Keep your toes curled under. We're going to stand on our knees. Well, you can point your toes back, actually, it might be nicer. Left hand on the hip, your thumb pointing into your spine. Breathe in, lift the right arm up. Now bend it to the back of your head, hold your head. With this left hand on the hip, pull down and press forwards. Breathing in, open through the front body. Breathe out. So you can stay here, or maybe we curl the toes under now and let that left hand find the heel. Breathe, letting this half camel pose open a little more. Release it. Other side. Right hand to the hip, left hand comes up and to the back of the head. So you can take this, your pace. As you breathe in, the hand on the hip pulls down and pushes forwards a little. The other elbow up, the head leaning into the hand, that's it. Now if you want to, go for it a little more. Turn the toes under, let the right hand find the heel. Think of it as an expansion rather than a back bend. Open the front body. Lovely, everyone. Take another breath. Release it. Up. And now let's come to a standing forward bend. Hands to the earth. Lift the hips. Hold the elbows. Hang. Breathe. Take one more breath. Emptying from the lower back to the elbows. And fingertips to the earth. We'll breathe in. Lift the gaze. Lift the heart. Take the feet a bit wider. Turn them out. Let's come back to that squat and just see how it is now. Couple more breaths. No forcing. Just easing on in a little deeper with the hips if you can. Well done. Another breath. And then we'll make our way from there to sitting. So that might come any way at all, hands and knees or whatever works. Sit. Stretch the legs out in front. Take a breath in. Arms out ahead of you. Breathe out and bow forwards. We were here earlier. How does it feel now? Take one more breath. Where are you holding on? What can you let go? Come up as you breathe in, arms ahead of you. Roll it on down as you breathe out onto the back. Take the arms overhead, big stretch. And then gather your right knee into you. We're taking this to a twist. So as we inhale, right arm out to the side, exhale the leg over to the left. Now take your time and find your breath here. If you want to bend the left leg and hold a foot, you could do that for a quad stretch. You want a little more hamstring stretch, straighten the right leg and hold that foot, or just slide the hand down along the leg. One more breath. Release it all, come back to the middle, draw that right knee in. We'll take the same thing to the other side. So left leg in, right leg extends, no rush. Take it in stages. Hug the leg in, left arm out to the side, breathing in. Draw the leg across to the right, breathing out. If you're happy here, stay here. Or you can explore the other stages. Would you like to bend the right leg, hold the foot? And or straighten the left leg. One more breath. Ease into it. Back to the center. Hug it in. And now the other leg as well. Have a little play here in supta, baddha, konasana, or happy baby. And then drop the feet to the earth, reach the arms overhead, feet together, knees apart. Interlace the fingers, bring them under the head, knees wide, elbows wide. 1 3-phase breath. Let the knees come up. Place the feet at least hip width apart. Drop the knees together. Hands down now to the body. No control, just let the breath come and go. Now Savasana. Gather whatever you need, your bolster, your blankets. You could do as we did at the beginning, lying back over the bolster or put it under the knees. If you don't have a bolster, you're not doing any of that, bring a cushion under your head. Just that. Empty it out. So if you don't have a bolster, I'd be inclined to put another cushion under each knee, just as a minimum. Really makes a big difference. Maybe a blanket over you as well. This is the letting go. The importance of not doing, actively not doing. So set yourself up, adjust anything that doesn't feel symmetrical or comfortable. Take all the space you need, arms wide. Move things out of your way, give yourself that space. Close the eyes. and drop in. Be aware of your body, the shape it's taken, the support beneath it. Adjust anything that doesn't feel quite right. Now take a moment to notice the sounds around you. Notice the movement of your breath. As you feel your breath come and go on its own, feel the deepening sensation of release. Be aware of the sensations, the feeling of pressure beneath your body, that support. And with each gentle breath, feel yourself accepting this support, settling into it. Let go of doing, allowing yourself to settle into the moment. Know that right now, this is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. Go inside. Feel the subtle movement of the breath. And even more subtle, the tingling, the vibration, the movement of your body. Release deeper. Let go of holding back. And let this energy flow to every cell, healing and rejuvenating, settling. Now, repeat your own positive affirmation 3 times. Or repeat to yourself now, I am here now in this moment. This moment is my life. Let the awareness float to the surface of your body. Take a deeper breath. And as you breathe out, let the kneecaps turn towards your ceiling. Anchor the back into the earth. Bend one leg and then the other. And roll to your side. You can come up from there as you're ready. And when you do, take a moment to settle in this moment. Let the palms face up. Take a breath in. Breathe out, feel the palms come together at the heart, bow the head. Think of something you feel grateful for in this moment. Let's take a big breath in. Open the arms wide, stretch up overhead. And gather. Exhale to the third eye, the heart center, and the earth. Namaste.